we got here? This is the very first tractor, Dave.
I do remember.
The very first tractor. It's a hodgepodge of different parts. It's actually a 71. The grill is crushed. It was in a fire. And I didn't know what I had back then. And originally there was a red grill on this. A lot of videos we had a red grill. And through the years, this came with another tractor. This top. I still don't have a 71 or 72 grill, but I got the right front end.
And then you rebuilt that motor and you had all that horsepower, so you had to add these pins, right?
That's right.
Keep the hood down?
Keep it caged.
Gotcha.
But this engine, when I got it, it wasn't running. It just kind of was thrown in with another tractor that I bought. Took it to a lawnmower shop and had it. And then when I went and picked it up, it was an astronomical amount of money. I almost left it. I ended up paying for it. Here it is. This is turnkey. This is my go-to tractor.
Well,
I've got another grill in there.
Yeah.
We shot a video a little while back of another grill that was ordered. We tried briefly to take the steering wheel off, and that's where we're at. Never got it off, and I continue to use it. So
let's turn the key. Wait, hang on.
Okay. It was running a little earlier. It was running today, I will admit. Before the safety switches.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
it really didn't hesitate. It just took right off. So.
Right. It doesn't charge, but as long as you don't run the lights, you really don't need it.
Yeah.
Throw a trickle charge on it. So.
Sure.
That's a good match. So what is this guy here?
71 custom 10 XL.
71.
Yeah. No, this is a good deal.
Nice.
Yeah, this what's nice about this, it's got a snowblower for it. So, you know, that's a good reason to keep it. You can't swap the blowers from the customs to the Suburbans, obviously.
Yeah, it has a thinner axle.
Yeah. So, yeah.
These are the cream of the crop here, right?
Yeah. Lawn cutter, parade.
Hold on.
And then that one over there is going to be a resto project.
It's the lawn cutter. 70, right?
70, 12 Suburban.
Clean. Clean as you'll find them. Original.
Yeah.
And here's our parade tractor. 68.
Yes.
Again, not touched. Pretty,
no,
pretty shiny. And here is an interesting one. This 69 SS12, right?
You know,
no, 70 SS12.
I've never really verified what year that is because the hood, I believe, is a 70.
Look at that seat, boys.
But
oh, I don't want to knock nothing over. Look at that. I mean, that could be taken literally and have it reproduced, you know?
yeah, I've seen those on 71s and 72s.
I wouldn't even sit it. I'd take that off. I want to take that off before we use it.
No way.
That was supposedly has an engine knock. We brought it home and it's been sitting. Never started it.
I never started it. But what the reason why I'm drawn to it is because like every clamp, hose fitting, everything is all the original. It's all there. And it's fairly decent. I mean, it's pretty clean. You know, it's not all rusted out. So that's a project for retirement.
Let's take a look at a couple more. Here are the two hydros. This is the first one. This is the one we've always been trying to get running right. It's got a replacement engine in it.
Well, we did for a while, didn't we?
It has a correct 120, but it was aftermarket. We did get it running for a little while. We put a brand new old stock Walbro carb on it.
Yep.
And it's sputtering again, and it just like as if somebody flipped a switch, running and then trouble. So, but it will start and it will run. And then here's the second hydro. What's that one? A 69, Dave?
69. Yeah. I think they both are.
You think they both are?
Mm-hmm.
This is a repaint. But another 69, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And this is pretty good. And you know what? This, we talk about the shusher.
Yeah.
This muffler is so cool sounding. Get a picture of that muffler.
Looks like it's limp.
Well, I tell you what, it is badass sounding.
Yeah, it's got that that baffle. Yeah, there it is. So instead of having all the holes, the perforations in here, it just has like this.
Yeah, and then it's like a bowl because with the nostrils, because when you rev it up and you're driving across the dirt, it just kicks the dirt up, you know, like it's ready to go to battle.
But I think it pointed that way, actually.
Well, I
towards
like
the front.
I like it pointing down. Let me see if this bad boy will start. '72. This is the one that I do the leaves with, cutting deck, but it has a little vibration to it. You get off it, and your feet and hands are tingling. Just a slight bit of vibration. It also has that hard to turn over, probably because it needs valves.
I've never solved that problem yet. It could be the compression release isn't working properly, or the valves, or maybe a lot of carbon on the piston.
Oh, we can't even see these guys.
No.
There's the guy that's 68. We got that running. It had a little knock and you didn't like it, so you won't let me start it again. And it hasn't been started in 4-5 years.
This one here?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
And the carb's still on it, or is the carb on something else?
No, it's on there.
Ah, that's my 68. Not a fan of the short footrest, but 68. And then that guy back there, I forgot what that one is. What's that one? That's SS12. So in
67.
67 SS12.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one. That one will run.
That one's a good running machine. Yeah.
I forgot we had.
Actually, the problem with that one, it overcharges the battery. I don't know why. I think I swapped generators or voltage regulators, but the needle peg's way over to 20 amps, and then the battery gets really hot. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Got some classic decks back there.
Decks.
Is there anything behind here? Oh, there's a couple. Or one. Maybe there's two there. One. We bought these really...
Oh, yeah.
They're really made for garden tractors, right? Or ATVs. That really cover these well.
These covers are nice because they
pinch at the bottom.
They pinch at the bottom and the wind won't launch them. We've had so many tarps shoot across to neighbors' yards, and then they're gone. But these aren't bad. I mean, for like $9, $10 on average, typically. And all I did, I don't. Well, instead of being like a sandwich baggie, I cut a hole in here so it can breathe a little bit, so they don't hold all the moisture in.
Okay. This is the 66, right?
It's sitting outside.
We bought the 68 orange that we just saw at the same time as this, and we stole these. Was it 110 for both or something?
I think we picked this one up for 60, and then the orange one was
basically
like 110, something like that.
Oh, he threw this one in with the orange one.
Like $60 more.
Luckily, they didn't call the police when we pulled out with those two. And this guy will run, but when he gets warm, likes to shut off.
It just drops out.
Alright, 66. This is the newest one we have, I think. I think this is a 77. They'll look this up. Maybe a 78. 16.6. And I have to admit, you can definitely tell the difference between the 16 and the 12.
Oh yeah, I noticed that too.
It really has a lot of power. And the 68. This is probably one of the ones I spent the most time on running.
Yes.
It needed an SSI. Kind of a funky tractor. Little smoke at startup. Throttle needs to be adjusted, but it will start right up.
Now this one I remember going out to get because the weather was horribly cold. It was icy, and I believe one of us slipped and fell on the ice.
Yeah, it hurt my shoulder.
One.
It's one of the first ones. That's maybe number 3 through 5 probably.
And that's a 68?
This is 68. Alright, here's the second Suburban. 1970, another turnkey, no problems. The muffler's blown out, but Rooney sent me a shusher. We got to put that on this fall. But
that's just the baffle, right?
Baffle fell out.
Oh,
and actually the baffle's laying in the driveway over there. It's been out for a long time. I haven't done a thing about it.
And that one starts right up, right?
Yeah, that's turned. Yeah, that's a good one.
Let's start now.
I believe so. That literally is a 2-month start, 2-month cold start, 3-month cold start. We're done doing the winter plowing. That's been sitting ever since.
Well, most of these you haven't started in a while, right?
Yeah. Well, the orange one I have because I had that moved into the garage, and the 12, the 72 has been started, but the 16.6 has been over a year. Oh, geez, I gotta look this up. 72 or 73 ST12 with a mint condition cone. There it is, boys and girls. Mint. Other than being dirty.
Right. It's pretty rare. Because they're all busted up usually.
This is another, you know, these ST12s, in my opinion, the ones that I've seen run great. This is another one that runs great. The only problem with this one is second gear makes a noise. And
Just maybe low on fluid.
could be. I just need to go through this one. This one has flat tires. Again, if a battery was put in, it would start.
All the parts are there. It's got the good muffler, the covers.
Oh yeah,
So it's all there.
the nose cone's worth half of what, or even probably 3/4 of what the whole tractor's worth. You know, I mean the nose cone's probably 75 to 150, depending if you can find a buyer.
It's one of the last ones you bought, right?
It's either this, the 16.6, or that second Hydro. I forgot. It's been a while. We need to go get a new one. We haven't gotten a new one in a while.
Edit that part.
One of 2 customs. Another engine that runs phenomenal. 10 horse. But it has some problem. The ignition, it's hot wired. So you gotta put the 2 wires together to start. And it hunts. This is one of the first 6 that we own. That's right up there, one of the beginnings. Runs great, but it's got a heck of a knock engine, knock noise to it.
But it's been rebuilt.
It's supposedly, yeah.
So we don't know if that was overlooked or
supposedly
something
by
else
a
is
John
going
Deere
on.
dealer too. So
But it runs good, from what I remember, right?
yeah, runs good.
Okay.
And then here's probably one of my best ones, my 69.
I remember that one.
This we went out and looked at this. Remember the guy had trucker mirrors on the side?
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
Got the holes still in it. He put the Oldsmobile hood ornament on it.
Oh, and then he says, yeah, it's got a back blade. So he just took a piece of sheet metal and kind of bent it over a little homemade, like a shovel, like one of those steel snow shovels.
Yeah.
He reversed it and kind of screwed it onto the hitch.
Oh man.
It was totally useless.
What's under here?
This one, this was our local find.
Oh,
You know, when they're right in our backyard, how can we say no, right?
this is the most recent tractor. Again, right down the street. And this runs very well, right?
Yeah.
66 12 10 again. Repaint. And
you know, it looks, somebody restored it like backyard type, but it's not horrible. I mean, it's nice, you know. It's acceptable, and new front tires, and you know, in fact, when we picked it up, the tires were all armor-alled, and so he was pretty proud of it, you know.
very nice, very nice. That and it.
It's all backyard mechanics.
Don't
stuff,
you love them suicide knobs?
Look at this one though.
It's a pro.
This is like heavy duty.
Yeah.
This isn't
Probably for 25 to 35 bucks, I bet. Well, never seen a battery like that before.
No.
So this, oh, I got to put the original gas tank. That's a heck of a. I wonder where you can get that. That's a good alternative.
It fits pretty nice. You know, there's some stuff here that was done, but you know, for a turnkey machine.
And a
Right
cutting
in the
deck
back
came
there.
with it, right?
Yeah, our rebuilt cutting deck. So now this one's a 10, and then the other one we seen was a 12.
Oh, let's see what this is. I don't remember. Oh, I remember. Yeah, this has been over at my. This has been in the barn for a little while.
This
Oh,
one's
yeah.
been around the block.
And you know what's neat about this is, this right here, guys, this is made out of wood. He took the time to carve that out of wood. That's that piece that comes off for when you have the blower on the front. There's the original. And that's wood. So what is this is a repaint again, another repaint. And the color's not right. And cosmetically, it's not in the right spot. I've seen guys do that. That looks really cool, but that's not original. 72. Got another 72. Or is it a 71?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's
no.
one thing I've never been able to decipher.
It's got a replacement motor on it, but it's a Tecumseh 12.
It's got the 143 stamping on there, which is, I believe, a Sears number.
Yep.
So,
And then this is your very first. This is your first one.
my first one, yeah.
And of
This
course we
was,
got a. That's a true Sears trailer, right?
It is.
For your
Right
leaf vac. I remember we brought this back, and this is like the third ever Suburban, I think, or fourth ever Suburban, and we weren't sure if it was the Tecumseh. Of course, we
No, we didn't know anything.
didn't know that much research back then, but that's an ST16. It came with the weights? No, those came with one
No, I
of.
put those on.
You had duals on there, man.
Yeah. So,
Is that it?
and then,
Here's our third custom.
yeah, I'm excited to get this one going. It's just a little different, you know?
Yeah, and this is the one that has the block letters front end.
Yeah. See if I can
And
get
this will
that.
run too, but the carb has to be cleaned.
I don't know if that's too dark, but it's just got a unique front end on it.
We got more. I think I have a. One of these is a 68. I think they're both 68s, but what do we have?
Oh, yeah, no, these, remember we got these from, locally.
Yeah, that guy. And you've had a couple engines in there.
That thing smells good.
Smell like
It's kind of weathered.
old tractor.
It does. It's got a good aroma.
And you have the engine or engines that would go in there.
I do.
We could get this going in no time, but it's had a couple of. Or is this the? Oh, then that's the one that you went to the bad neighborhood to get. That we haven't seen yet, right?
No, that one's in the shed.
And that runs good.
It does.
Yeah.
That motor and that one came out of this one. It was
Okay.
never bolted in. He just kind of handed the motor to me.
Okay.
Said here. So
So that's a 68
well,
SS.
this one kind of, you know, it needs a lot, you know.
I think they sold a lot of 68s. Seemed to be a big year for them.
This is a 70 or 60. This is 69.
Oh, it is, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh, silly me.
Yeah.
Blue dash.
Blue
They're all
dash.
blue dash unless. What's your 67 back there? What color is that dash?
White.
And you say that you've seen them in blue on 67s?
I have blue or white.
How about 68s? Have you seen any white 68s?
No.
So, I can't remember what we put under here.
I think this is the brother.
This is the one from the mold plow video?
Yeah.
Engine still in
Which
it?
actually started up the best. This thing started up the best. And then it started to get that knock. So we parked it. Which we shouldn't have done, but well, these came from the same guy.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same. I don't think it's part now, but it's kind of the same thing. You know? It's the same thing.
Another 69?
69. I mean, this one's got
SS?
it's got a motor in it, yeah, and all that.
Did they make the regular 69 was the orange one then? If you didn't get an
Yes.
SS? They didn't make a blue 69
No.
12.
So it would be like a 68 grill.
Yep.
You know,
And a 68
year before.
front end
Yeah.
on that orange one.
Yeah, the brakes need adjustment for sure. Which is not that hard. There's just we can do that later. It's not a big deal.
Well, I think he said that he adjusted them and they're pretty much shut. So, take a look.
What's wrong with this tractor?
It's pretty obvious.
This is a sad state he left here.
I know where there's a perfectly good hood though, and I'm not telling where.
These are the two that are banished. There's no space to keep them. My project tractors.
Too bad for that grill.
Yep.
Oh,
68
somebody
SS.
made this though.
Yeah.
It's like some kind of angle iron or something.
Yep. You've seen 168, you've seen them all. And then this guy, we went out and got.
Yeah, I wasn't too crazy about this one, but
It's another 16.6. Or, excuse me.
ST12.
No, ST16.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And neither one of these I've been able to get running. I spent about 2 hours each on them and then pushed them to the side. Is that it?
Is that it?
Oh no, we got a couple back here. Remember these?
Where you going?
To look at the ones that are back here. There's two.
No shit. Oh, there's actually 3.
Oh, there's actually
No way.
But the one on the left is a 68 SS. Another issue with the front end.
Oh, look at that.
Now this
It's almost, hang on, it's almost like the same guy had the same idea.
Well, they came totally two different places. The earlier one came from Indiana. This one is from the auction.
Yeah, I
And
do
this
remember.
is the one where I was bidding on against the scrapper. All I had to do was go higher than the scrapper.
Mm-hmm.
And after the auction, I turned the key, it started right up, drove it right onto the trailer. This used to be the most perfect running engine that I have. It would start without choke, which none of these do. But all of a sudden, again, like a light switch, just started
That's
barking,
it, huh?
and now it's hard to start. Here is the only Onan in the group.
The one and only, yep.
The one and only. We had another one that we
did.
sold.
Yeah.
But in SS16, this came with a ton. This came with like 6 implements. And runs
And
pretty
that
good.
one runs
Again,
good
it
too.
has one of those Onan issues where you're constantly adjusting the carb. But again, you can feel the thickness when you drive this. Everything just seems to be stronger on it. like the 16.6 is above the 12.
Yes.
I mean, the steering seems like it's better quality. Tie rods obviously are thicker.
And last but not least,
And there's the lawn ornament. What is that? An old
that's looks like an old Onan too.
SF16. And this I've kind of come back and pulled apart off when I needed a pulley.
There's not much left, but
Well, a lot of
I
parts,
mean the fenders are still straight.
a lot of the parts are in the shed. You took a lot of parts off.
The transaxle, steering wheel,
Yeah, who knows if the transmission.
the hood.
The nose cone is a train wreck, but they all are. And that seat, which has fungi growing in it, that was on my original